Welcome back, dear viewers, to our live coverage of the 2020 National Assembly elections. We are coming to you live from the KTV2 studio at the Ministry of Information. As I mentioned earlier, the news team has been busy preparing reports on different issues and different topics concerning this year's National Assembly elections, which take place at a, let's say, difficult time because of the COVID-19 pandemic. And you know, it's a time to be happy. It's a time to vote for the person you see most suitable to represent you at the National Assembly, which forms an important part of the government. It's the legislative power in the government. We have more reports coming your way. The next one, as we will see, has been prepared by our colleagues at the news team. Let us watch.
Actually, I just registered in 2019, and yes, this will be the first time that I will actually vote. Again, when talking about people, the number of people turning out, I hope it will be more, and I hope this time actually there will be a few differences than we saw last time. We want to see more people. We want to see younger people, at least, you know, people in our generation get voted into the parliament. I hope so. I hope so. I do hope to see change. And again, it's the first time that I vote, and I hope there is a lot of other people who, in my age group, that will vote as well. You know, we need the change. Moving forward, yes. I mean, again, you know, you don't want to see the same people again and again, no matter how good or bad they are. We do want to see younger people get in. I think, you know, everywhere around the world, you see younger people get voted in as presidents, or let's say people with, as officials and the ministers and in the parliament. So yes, we do want to see younger people do get in, of course. I do hope there's more women in the parliament. They represent a good number of the community, a good number of the public. And I do believe, you know, things, such important things such as the parliament should include female cabinet members. I do think it is positive, especially for the younger crowd out there, people who are, let's say, more active with social media. And again, social media is a very good tool, and it's always been there throughout elections, as we saw with the American elections as well. The social media played a really important role in people going out and voting.
Everybody should vote, and so should I, because this is our constitutional right. Whether we agree with everything that we are seeing from each discourse represented by the running PMs, I do hope that we can see a large percentage of young candidates running for the parliament, and I think they have really interesting ideas that could really help in changing our country to the better in terms of policies and laws, things regarding employment and health. So I really think that we should give more chances to the younger generation of candidates and the younger youth to make a more change. Let's not forget that the youth did make a change in 2005 with Nabiha Khamsa movement, if you remember. They made a remarkable change in that regard, and we reduced the number of districts from 25 to 5. The same thing for the women's votes in 2006 as well. It was implemented, and we had our first number of PMs who are female in the parliament. So I really do think that the youth can make a change. They just need to be more motivated and more encouraged and more involved by the candidates themselves, to reach out to them and to ensure them that your priorities and your concerns are going to be met in the next parliament. And I do hope that we have a larger number of women in this parliament, because I noticed since 2016 we only had one. But I really hope that we increase that number to at least more than one, maybe 2, 3, 5. Let's just hope. I mean, at the end of the day, a female parliament member is more aware about the female perspective, and sometimes it is not met in the policies and laws by the government. So I think it's very crucial to have a female representative in the parliament. And I think it's playing a huge role in how can I say, raising awareness and maybe reaching out to younger audience as well. So for example, you know, you have some parliament members that are of an older generation, but they're actually utilizing the youth to use social media as a platform to market for their campaign, whether it was Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and whatnot. So I really think that social media is really useful to reach out to the voters and to ensure that their voices are heard and that the candidates do care about their opinion and the matters that they care about. As a woman, I really do hope that a lot of the Kuwaiti women do go out and vote. I know that the registration for the vote has expired, but I really do hope that it is your constitutional right to make a change and let your voice be heard.
Actually, I just registered